Yo, guys, welcome back to another episode of Drunken Idiots. It is Friday, December 19th, approximately 9:53 p.m. And, what'd you say? Oh, I said the 19th, didn't I? Well, yeah, that's how tonight's gonna go. I think I've just established how tonight's gonna go. And that right there is the definition of how tonight's gonna go. So, Chase, how was your week, my dude? How was? Ooh, that doesn't sound fun. You better not. You better not. You better not. No, you better not cough at all. Actually, you're forbidden to cough. Is my camera blurry right now? Okay. Yeah. So, my week was not too bad, man. My week was not bad. Had an interesting week and not too bad of a week. Happy to be here on the show, like always. I'm always happy to be here, though. You know, but just a normal week, really. You know what I mean? Like nothing too crazy, nothing too bizarre, off the wall. Yeah, nothing too out of place. I mean, just a normal week, like I said. Hmm. Yeah, right. Exactly. That's a good way to put it. I'm sorry. I'm right now doing some things on my laptop. It for to share our link and stuff. And right now, for some reason, it's not wanting me to. It's not letting me. Here. Oh wait, hang on. We'll just do this. Boom. Copy that. Right. But no. I'm ready. I'm honestly ready for the holidays too, though. As well. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready for the holidays. Yeah, New Year's is gonna be fun. The end of the year is definitely gonna be fun. Oh wait, no, I just copied that. Dang it. Um, yeah, that's not bad. Nothing too crazy. Just going out to the bars. You know, nothing too much. I mean, can't. Would you say? Yeah, I gotta get some little drink action for sure. Uh, I'm doing horrible with going back and forth with the camera, guys. I'm sorry. I just got to I gotta fix some things, but it's not letting me. I don't know why it's not letting me do it, but okay. I'm just gonna ignore that for right now. Um, people. Okay. Yeah. Funny. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow. Interesting. Very interesting. How did that even how did that happen? That's strong, honestly. That's a strong. That's a damn. That's a damn strong boat for sure. I mean, yeah. No, that's true. That's true. You got a good point there. Uh, where do you even get these news articles at? I'm gonna start eating early. I'm hungry, man. I got me some food. I got me some food. I got me some dinner, and I am not gonna lie. I am hungry. I am going to. I am going to do this real quick, and it's gonna mess up real quick, but I'm gonna fix them in a jiffy. In a jiffy. We're gonna be up wait, maybe this will fix it actually. I'm gonna do something, but I'm trying to eat, so I don't want to keep on having to switch back and forth to the cameras, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm just yes. I'm gonna eat in army eat it. I ain't 5 minutes enough. No, but no, that's an interesting story. I don't know if it's funny. I think that's more of an interesting story than funny. You know, my opinion. Fun one. What else you got for me, big baby boy? Baby boy. Okay. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's in, that's insane. That has to be. That has to be. That's a record, right? World record right there. So I wonder how many miles he ran altogether. Right. Man, I'm eating this mac and cheese from Roosters, and it's that's not bad. That's a lot of miles. I mean, your shins kind of have to hurt after that, right? Your shins would hurt after that. I feel like. Uh huh. Nothing. Nothing too bad. Mm-hmm. Right. Oh. Yeah. 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 No. Yeah, for sure. Uh, uh, bro, after the first day, I'm done. Like, no. I definitely would. I wouldn't run it. I wouldn't run it, but like I definitely would. Nah, I have very good stamina when it comes to like stuff like that. But like if I ran it, I couldn't run it for sure, but I could pacely jog and walk the whole thing for sure. Yeah. I definitely can walk it. I definitely 100%, 1000% could walk the whole marathon. Definitely ride a bike the whole marathon too. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah, no, yeah. I think I would be able to do it. A mile, I mean a marathon, but I wouldn't be able to run the whole thing. But I could say that I feel like it would be. I mean, that right there is just insane. You know what I mean? Like, I just, me personally, I don't see myself wanting to do that. You know what I mean? Right, right. It's true. Right. Kudos for sure. Kudos for sure because like that takes dedication right there. That all takes time. Takes a lot for sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I forgot to uh I forgot to label our category on whoopsies. Whoopsies, I made it. Oopsies. So, you remember the whole Twitch drama with the steak stuff? So, Twitch is now has their own, which I okay. So like I think I get the whole thing now. Like I don't agree with it still, but I think I think I get where Twitch why Twitch banned it is because I've was told by someone that gambles and he says there's just like new gambling site that is completely legal and they allow people to stream it and stuff like that. The reason why I think they're doing that is because Stake was trying to cut the middleman out, where they were trying to cut Twitch out of money commission and just pay the streamers and that's it. So Twitch wanted the money, obviously. Twitch wants some money, so they were like, "All right, you want to fuck us over? We'll just delete you off our platform." So they made a whole new like I guess you would say a whole new gambling website. Not them, but they allowed a new gambling website. And basically I think it's just for the money and profit. So gambling will be back on Twitch, but it's gonna. I think it might be a little different. I don't necessarily agree with it because there's so many scenarios of it, but you know, yeah, no, yeah. Right. And see, and like people think that, like, okay, there's a lot there's people that think that, that's impossible, but like no, like it's definitely possible. I mean, think about what you did as a kid. You know what I mean? Like, just think about what you did, and like kids will go to the extreme to do what they want, when they want, and how they want it. You know what I mean? And 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 the thing is, in reality, a kid, I think, I don't know how it goes with a Cash App card, but you can get a Cash App card, and like you can use your, and that means you could use your own card. But I don't know if there would, I don't know any regulations on that, so like don't quote me on that. But if, like, say they didn't, they, like, your age was not shown through you putting money on the gambling site with that Cash App card, then you have your own card now that your parents sent you $20 the other day for, for some candy, and you saved it for some gambling. You know what I mean? Like, there's tons of ways to get around it. 100%. Yeah. I've actually seen that, bro. We've only recently got like someone like 18 year olds, but we mostly stay around like 25 to like 30, and like in like 21 to 25, and like we have 40-year olds watch too. Like, yeah, we have up to like 80, like 60-year olds watch, like, straight up, bro. Like, I like there's like an age thing on our on YouTube where you could see what age limit watches, and like like 60 is like a certain percentage. I have to look at that real quick, actually, to give you the right percentage. But it's honestly, it mind blows me that right. Shaving the dog. I've never done that. I've never done that. Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, and honestly, I think, in my opinion, kids these days are a lot more intelligent than we were. Like, if you watch, like, look at like these kids that are like 5 years old. They're like, I feel like I did act like they did it at 5. You know what I mean? They're like very, they're like, I don't know. It's like they already know what life is. And the Yeah, and it right. Dude, I yeah, 100%. I was born before Wikipedia was. Dude, oh my god, that's just insane to think about. Right. That's true. That's true. Oh, dude, and like I said, you like my sister, she has a Cash App card. She's 15. I send her like $20 every now and then, or like a couple dollars. So like again, like it's like if when you sign up for like a Cash App card or something like that, right? Do you have to show your age? And like if you do, will everybody know that you're using that as an underage kid? Because think about us, we never had access to a card unless you went to Walmart and you bought the card and you put money on it from your parents, and that card could only be used for honestly certain things, because a prepaid card won't be accepted everywhere. But mm-hmm. Right. Right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, yeah. It's like, you remember when Fortnite came out? There was like tons of parents that were like, my kid stole my card and bought all these V-Bucks and stuff like that. Hold on, hold on. Wait, what? Sound? What about the sound? The sound's working completely fine. Chat's saying sound, but I don't. Oh wait, your sound's not on. Wait, talk again. Oh, they're talking about your sound. His sound's not on. Okay. Dude, how is your sound not on? What? Okay, see, that right there is that's my fault. Sorry about that, guys. Usually that does not happen. Hang on, Chase, give me a second. I'm going to bada bang. What is talk again?
Hello, hello, hello.
There we go. You are now on the show officially, Chase. Welcome to the Drunken Idiots podcast. How's it going? So look. I don't know what anyone really heard. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, look, technical issue on my end, error, 100%.
Hear anything I said at all?
We're gonna assume no.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, we're only 24 minutes in, so it's okay. So like anyone that's watching this now, they're probably like after the show, they're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, we're definitely back up and going. We're definitely good. All right, hey guys, I appreciate you letting me know that that it was down. For real, appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate that, guys, because I would have done this whole show with
no sound, dude. See, thank God we have our chat, bro. Like, see, this is why I do it live, because chat will always come in clutch and be like, yo, you no sound, bro.
Shout out to chat, and shout out to John.
Yeah,
for letting us not working.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Give me. I'll be right back. Give me like 3 seconds. Chase, you should tell your idiotic news that you said earlier about.
I'm gonna do a quick recap while you're going.
Yeah, do a quick recap. I'll be right back.
shit. All right, guys. So, quick recap on idiotic news tonight. I went with the first one. There was a mini boat built by Rhode Island students that they sailed out of the port, and it actually made it to England. Boat diameters was probably about 2 foot in length, probably about a foot in width. Uh, Only stood probably maybe 6 to 8 inches in height with a little bitty sail, and it sailed from Rhode Island Harbor all the way to England. So thought that one was really cool. The second one was an Australian runner breaks a world record with 107 marathons in 107 days. Now, flip side recap of what me and Jordan were talking about. That takes that takes strong dedication to be able to do that. And I mean, whenever I say dedication, that's discipline of the mind, that's discipline of the body. I mean, that's just straight total discipline whenever it comes to being able to do that. So that was the idiotic news that we've covered so far. And then we went into the whole Twitch ordeal. Y'all heard Jordan's side. And it's just like I was saying, for quick recap to that, it's very, very, very possible for children to be able to get on there with their parents' cards and spend money for gambling. I mean, it's 100% possible. Age verification is a myth unless you're typing in social security numbers. It's factual. I mean, we all know it. I can't really. Well, I guess I could say that. I mean, we were all teenagers once. I mean, Pornhub was a thing. You used to have verification for porn sites. A lot of people lied. I mean, there's no such thing as real age verification. And nowadays, we live in a more mainstream media and a more technological world. So, I mean, it's nothing for a child nowadays to say, Mom, let me have your card and go buy a $60 game, but ends up taking it to the gambling site and throwing $60 on a gambling site.
No, yeah.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
And like Jordan said, even his 15-year-old sister has a freaking Cash App card. So, I mean, or is it Cash App or is it
It's Cash App.
Yeah, so a Cash App card. Even she's got a Cash App card. I mean, there's no age verification for any of that. So therefore, it's very possible, and I don't really agree with it to a whole extent. 100% supportive of you streamers who do make livings off that, but I still think it has its bad value.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that yeah, I do too. I mean, I wish that they would just stay away from gambling, but I mean, Twitch streamers that gamble, they got to make their money. It's nothing against them. It's just it's just some people like it, some people don't. You know what I mean? It's kind of how it is. I mean, and it's one of those things. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You can't. You're not gonna. Your opinion is not gonna fix it. So it just kind of is what it is.
You're not gonna be able to cut it out altogether. You're not.
No, yeah. It's gonna keep coming back, and I think that like with the creating part, there's like creators, YouTube, Twitch, everything's changing. You know what I mean with creating, and it's getting a lot different, a lot more advanced. You used to big thing used to be vlogs, vlogging daily. Big thing used to be gaming, and really. Gaming vlogs, they're all really good, they're all staying steady, but it has the new trend, podcasts are the new trend, or just chatting and stuff like that. All kinds of other stuff that is more what I'm trying to say, how I'm trying to say more stuff is more at light than it used to be. Does that make sense?
Yes. Oh, but I have an announcement real quick.
Okay.
Guys, High on Life, which I covered probably about 4 to 5 weeks ago, comes out in 3 days.
Okay.
on Game Pass. I will be playing that game nonstop as soon as it comes out, and I will be dropping details on it sometime next week or on next week's show.
So wait, what was High Life again?
High on Life is created by the creators of Rick and Morty, where the guns talk to you and you have to make choices. It's like an alien game, Alien Invasion.
Okay, okay.
It's literally created by the creators of Rick and Morty. Like your character sounds like Rick and your gun talks like Morty.
Interesting. Oh yeah, I remember you saying this now. I remember you were jogging my memory, so now I remember you
Yeah.
you mentioning it. I think that's going to be a fun game. I mean, do you remember okay, so do you remember this alien okay, it was on the original Xbox uh the original Xbox, and it was an alien game that you basically you were an alien but you got to walk around civilization and like basically abduct people and stuff. It was really cool. It was on the original Xbox. I can't remember what it's called. Uh but
I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you, man. I had the original Xbox probably for like 6 months before the 360 came out. Um, and the only games I used to play on original Xbox was Tom Clancy and Call of Duty, like the original Call of Duties and Medal of Honor. I mean, I played Medal of Honor like it was going out of style.
I've never played Medal of Honor.
Blasphemy. Sorry,
Why
blasphemy,
how are you gonna say that to me like that, huh?
bro.
How are
That
you gonna be that rude to me?
Medal of Honor. That's worse than drinking Bud Light, bro.
Bro, no, it's not. It literally Bud Light's better than what you drink, okay? You drink some
You don't even
you just
know what
drink bro, you just drink water. That's all it is.
water. I drink water. Mine's got more content than yours does.
No, it does not. No, not even close.
What's your alcohol content in your beer?
It's I think I don't know, like a regular beer, all beers have the same percentage of alcohol.
No, they don't. I know what mine is. What's yours?
I can't find mine. Oh,
It'll be right code.
5.2.
5.2 or 4.2?
5.
All right, yeah, you got me. Mine's 4.2.
Yeah, get out of here, bro. Your alcohol sucks.
Fair enough.
Yeah, what I
Fair
thought.
enough.
Yeah, because my alcohol is stronger. Your alcohol is weak. No, yeah, guys, this is an ongoing issue with me and Chase. We always argue about what's better, Bud Light or is watered down shit. And Bud Light is superiority. That's it.
Yeah, it's on my Miller, but it's not on my Coors Banquet. Sorry.
So, did you hear about the NBW WA? Wait,
W.
what was it? The league for women for NWA NBA.
WNBA.
WNBA. Okay. So, did you hear that the woman that got arrested in Russia is now back in America because they traded her for a Russian citizen?
Yes, I did hear about that. I saw the video on them actually doing the trade. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I can agree with it. I mean, I have my own thoughts because on dealing with Russia right now, but at the same time, that was a non-war ethical arrest made by Russia.
Oh yeah.
Personally speaking, and I think they did it out of spite, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think trading a citizen for a citizen, that should have happened a long time ago and just called it square. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get what you mean.
It was not a military act. It would be completely different if we were dealing with a military, a military affiliated, type of trade.
Mm-hmm.
But that had nothing to do with any type of logical military anything. So I think that should have happened a long time ago.
Yeah, I think that the whole them even having her arrested is just beyond.
It was ludicrous, personally. I mean, it really was. So, but I mean, like I said, I mean, I understand it, I get it, but at the same time, I think that should have happened probably days after the arrests were made. Personally speaking.
Yeah, I mean, see, like, I know there's like people angry about it, and I just I see it. I mean, as an American citizen that couldn't get to a home, you know what I mean?
Well, people
And
were angry with it because it was like, oh, we're negotiating with terrorists. It's not a military or
yeah, no,
oriented. It's not negotiating with terrorism. It's the fact that there is an American girl that can't get home, and there is a Russian girl that can't get home due to the war between Russia and Ukraine.
right?
I mean, make the swap and be done.
No, yeah,
Now,
no,
it would be different if it's like, oh, we have an American soldier and you have a Russian Spetsnaz over there. No, that's negotiation for terrorism. Absolutely not.
right, no, yeah,
The soldier knew what he was signing up for. He read his rights whenever, if he was ever taken as a POW. It is what it is.
no, yeah, 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 for sure, exactly,
But would I want the soldier home? Yes, 100%. But we can't negotiate with terrorism. We
right.
can't. But
But
at the same time, had no military or infrastructure with it whatsoever. It was a spite thing. So that should have been done days after those arrests were made.
no,
Days.
oh yeah, I agree. I think that I just don't understand, like why she was there for so long. But I mean, and it had nothing to do with like for her, like for pot. You know what I mean? It was just for pot, and it's like, come on, bro. Like, you know, like I mean, I can't imagine going to another country, you know, having a little vacation, and you had a cart with you or whatever she had, and you end up in fucking prison in a whole nother country. She wasn't even on vacation. She was going for a tournament in Russia. So
Yep.
like she was with her team and everything. She was playing
Well,
normally, and then
well,
out of
that's
nowhere,
where it should have came in. I mean, she can't be held accountable to Russian laws if she doesn't know Russian law. That's just like over here. You can, foreign diplomats can actually get away with certain things due to the fact that they're not from this country.
right?
They
Exactly.
they don't know the legalities of thing. Now they get told, hey, you can't murder somebody, because that's an all the way nation or not nationwide, worldwide thing. Don't kill somebody else unless it's in self defense, practically, and then still don't try to kill them.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's a worldwide thing. That's common sense.
Yeah.
But
100%.
you can't hold another person from another country accountable to your country's laws who is literally just there for a tournament or even vacation.
Yeah, she wasn't there to stay. She wasn't there to buy a home or anything. She was literally in and out, gonna be in and out. That little crime she committed and like had no effects on anyone but her. That's it. You know what I mean? Like it didn't affect anyone but her, and it only affected her is because someone wanted to be a prick that day, in my opinion.
Yep, I agree.
Someone felt like being a prick, and they were like, okay, well, we're gonna take this American citizen and we're gonna lock her up because of pot. And it's like, bro, you do realize how many people fucking smoke weed now? Like in America, especially. I think she's from Cali, and they smoke pot on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Like that's a normal
Well,
thing.
that's just like Russia, man. I mean, come on, you telling me that some high ranking crime lord and his freaking gurus don't smoke pot? Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, I feel like I bet you Putin fucking smokes pot, bro. You know, like I feel like people like the higher ups. Honestly, like I kid you not, I think most of them smoke pot, and the reason why is because if they don't, then they need to because, bro, like you need something to chill out. Like all of them, you know what I mean? Like all the worldwide leaders, the United States,
Well,
Russia, like
everybody has
if
their crutch.
exactly, and like Tell me you never tried pot too, like in your whole entire life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's very rare to find someone that has never tried pot. Now, if you've never tried pot, props to you, kudos to you, good job. But most people have tried pot once in their life because, you know, you live once, you know, and it's a drug. If you count it as a drug, it's a drug that you can't die from. I don't count it as a drug, but some people do. So if you do, it's a drug you can't die from. And and you're not gonna spark up a joint and go, I need it the next day, and have like cravings and cold chills. You're just gonna be like, that was a nice fucking high, right? You know, that was nice. You know, I wouldn't mind trying it again. You know, most people in their life, I feel like, have tried pot, and I feel like most people that arrest people for pot are hypocrites too, because they mostly have tried pot. Like when like think about it, like if with cops, you know what I mean? You know, I'm like most of those cops. I'm like, bro, you're telling me in your teenage years, you guys are like the riffraff. Like most of you guys are probably known in your high school for being a riffraff kid, and you went to go to the police academy because it was an easy job. It was an easy way to make some fucking money, and I bet you 90% of your friends could say, yeah, I remember that dude. He used to be that partier that used to always be high as fuck doing dumb shit, and then out of nowhere, he was a cop. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
not all of them have that story, but a lot of them do.
I wouldn't say it's I wouldn't say it's an easy job, but that's not the topic we're on. But and even now, I mean, a lot of cops in a lot of area. As long as you're honest with them,
Oh, yeah.
like cop, like in my town, I can tell you countless times where someone's probably been pulled over. Cop walks up, man, it smells like pot in here. You got anything on you? And if you just blatantly say, look, officer, I just went and bought a couple of grams. It's over there. I don't have any rollers or papers. I just, I was just taking it to the house. 90% of the time, they'll say, okay, let me search your car. They'll search your car. They'll fucking find it. And they'll be like, all right, this is not, you shouldn't have this.
Right.
Yeah, I got it. I understand. And they'll probably let your ass go.
That's true. Well, see, I don't know if you know, but it happened a while back ago. Biden actually pardoned everybody with marijuana charges, non-violent offenders with marijuana charges, and
Yeah.
I mean that is like one step right there that is in the right direction. That should have been done years ago, because I mean, I remember. Literally, I remember. I can't tell you exactly what show it was, what documentary it was, but I remember the specific scene on this show where this dude was arrested for 21 plus years for just pot, and it was a large amount of pot. It was a large amount of pot, but it was just pot. It was literally like there was no gun, there was no nothing else. It was just pot. That was it. It was just fucking pot. And he's in prison for like you would think he was in there for murder. You know what I mean?
And see, here's my thing. I'm a firm believer that alcohol is legal, right? We went through our prohibition. It did not fucking work.
No, it did not.
Cheers. But alcohol is legal. There are more deaths caused by alcohol substantially.
Oh yeah.
To marijuana.
Oh yeah.
I think 100%. You want to cut down on crime in America? Legalize pot, tax it just like you do alcohol.
Exactly.
Have the same stipulations on it. So, for instance, you can't drive high, just like you can't drive drunk. It's still a DUI.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna be quiet
and call it a day. Call it a day.
Yeah.
Because at that, you put the same stature on pot that you do on alcohol.
Right.
You're taxing, therefore the state is making money, and you lower the crime rate by probably anywhere between 12 to 16% right there.
Significantly. You lower the crime rate significantly with not like, okay, the whole war on drugs in general makes crime a lot worse. A lot worse. Like,
Yep.
The thing is, people think drugs make crime. No, look, take out the war on drugs. Take out the cops and the feds just snooping around. Not saying that they don't need to. They don't need to on a lot of certain situations. Like, if you're talking about the cartel, okay, but like your local pot dealer, or your local shroom dealer. Even getting a little harder drugs. Your local meth dealer. You know what I mean? They got like a pound of something in there. They're going in there guns blazing, right? And then who's going to take the next job? Who's going to be the next person? Boom. Someone else comes. They have to replace that dealer, etc., etc., etc. It becomes a whole thing where, in my opinion, the war on drugs makes it where a lot more people feel more scared to get shot by a cop, right? Or go to jail. So some of them are willing to risk their life for their freedom. In their head, their freedom is about to be gone because they are like, I need to feed my family. I have to feed my family. You know what I mean? And you got to think, in 2008, when the economy was crashing, guess what money we relied on? Drug money. Drug money.
Well, like I was saying, so I mean, think about it like this, right? Pull it into this perspective. So, if you actually legalized pot, right, and did the same thing you did with it with alcohol,
right?
So you can go get a distilled spirits permit, a class 2 distilled spirits permit for like $150, right?
Yeah,
and class 2, a class 2 allows you for the manufacturing and selling of alcohol, right?
Yeah.
So if I was at a class 2, I could literally distill alcohol in my house and go down to the freaking corner store and sell it.
Exactly.
Make it the same way with pot. And I guarantee you, all these guys, all these pot dealers, all this would just create their own little businesses. Like, hey,
exactly.
Man,
most of them were gonna go legit because they're doing this to feed their family. You know what I mean? And
correct.
Before we keep on with this tangent, I see people came in chat. Yes, how's it going? Fickle friend over here. And thank you for the follow. 911. I'm gonna just 911. I'm just call you that. Okay. I don't know if it's a good name or not to call you, but that's the first part of your name. I usually use the first part of people's gamer tags, and just that's how yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're on the YouTube side. If you're not on the YouTube side, go and jump on there, comment, and subscribe. Like, would love this support, and thank you for watching on the Twitch and YouTube. Just wanted to say that before we got into it a little bit longer. But no, if we actually got to the nitty gritty, I think that we as society don't care about pot. We like
don't. Now meth, coke, ecstasy, all these other drugs. Yeah, I can see why they would be considered illegal because they are controlled substances that take multiple chemical compounds in order to make. Not a natural ferment.
And I agree 100%. And see, but like I have a different perspective with that as well. Like a more perspective I've been growing with as well is with drugs. Is that like I think that drugs are a bad thing. Yes, right. But we're not gonna stop it. It's not gonna stop. It's gonna keep on going. It's gonna keep on happening. What I think is we've obviously seen that the solution is not to break down people's doors, arrest them. It's just gonna keep on happening. You know what I mean? Drug dealers, drug addicts. So I think that there should be a better solution of actually supporting the drug and not the drug a little more than just not like supporting it, just like here's some crack, go do some crack. You know what I mean? More of like how would you say it? Especially for addicts, where there's like more options for them to get better. You know what I mean? And more options for them to do better. And also let them know that, like, we know you're gonna, if you go back and relapse, we're not gonna, you're not gonna be shunned, but we're here, we're open arms, and they're not gonna go to jail, they're not gonna, be prosecuted for it. And also there's been studies that, there's also studies out there that shown that, like in Oregon, there's like safe havens to do drugs, right? A government has put them there, and there's less ODs, less people on the streets, doing, tweaking out, nodding off, and it seems like the streets are cleaner. And a lot of those people that are on drugs have turned over a new leaf, because there is also a way to get clean while you're there. So a lot of these people actually have the resources there, because it's not, oh, we need $1,000 from you, or we're just gonna shove it down your throat. We're giving you the option, we're giving you the freedom to keep doing what you want to do, but we can help you with a better life. And we're also not going to penalize you for doing what you can do in a country that, is supposedly free. You know what I mean?
So I agree to an extent, but I think it should be done a little differently. So, one, I think anything that is a naturally, I say naturally distilled, and that's probably the best way I can say it. Drug should be okay. For instance, alcohol comes from corn, comes from wheat. It's natural.
Right.
Farmers every day, right? You just got to make a mash, put a little bit of yeast in it, which is also a grain,
Right.
and distill it. Just like pot grows from a plant. It's a freaking plant.
Comes from a seed.
Okay. And the argument right there that a lot of people have is, well, so is cocaine, the cocoa bean. Well, here's the problem. You have to actually mix it with another chemical compound for it to be actual cocaine.
And see,
Fun
also,
fact.
and but also though, if you put which the only reason I know this is because my coworker is Hispanic, and he grew up in Mexico. He's an older gentleman, and the actual cocoa leaf, if you put it in your mouth, will give you effects, and it's a lot cleaner, it's a lot smoother. And when it's clean cocaine, it's when they say clean off the plant. And like opiates plants, there's opiate plants out there. Some people don't know about that. That's natural, heroin. Technically, natural heroin.
I think if it is natural and not distorted, fine. Because I mean, it grows on Earth. Do it, whatever. It is what it is.
But see, I think that we, not like us, but like I think that like that would never be possible, because even if say as us as citizens started doing that, I think the government would put it back out there, because I think the government has a lot to do with the reason why we have these drugs with chemicals.
I 100% 100% agree. 1976.
Yep.
Cocaine outbreak.
Yep. I mean, look at the crack epidemic in 1980. It was literally who was the president? Reagan, wasn't it Reagan, right? Or yeah, Reagan. Reagan was president, and he literally, like, there is proven evidence of him doing drug deals as the president, you know what I mean, and letting these drugs come in. And
but the thing is I think that rehabilitation centers, just like we talked last week, medical being free to the people.
Mm-hmm.
I think rehabilitation centers should be free also.
Yeah.
So that way it's just like you said. Hey, look, if you want to live a clean lifestyle, if you want to get off of it, here's your option.
It's free.
It's free.
It's cheaper than what you're doing.
But I also think there needs to be regulations in, versus from what you find on people versus where it comes from. For instance, right? So you got a small town girl that went to the city. She got a little, Colombian bam bam off of a friend.
Right.
She gets caught with it. Now she's automatically doing 15. Right.
Right.
Instead of doing that, she was caught with it. It's illegal. Right. Send her to the rehabilitation center. Make it mandated. Hey, look, you got to do 6 months. Okay. 6 months of rehab.
Yeah.
And then instead of locking her up, utilize the information of, hey, where'd you get it from? And then an investigator can go to that person and then go to the next, and then go to the next, and then we can get to the more root people, the bigger picture of where all of this stuff is coming from. And I guarantee you there will be a lot more larger bust when it comes to the bad drug dealers, the mafia, the this, the that.
I feel like a lot of government officials would be caught with a lot of dirty things.
Absolutely.
And I think that, like, I think the FBI is actually on our side. Crazy enough, I think they're on our side, right? I think they actually do investigate for the people, right? That's just my personal opinion. People disagree. But I think fully, if they found that out, they would definitely blast any government official. That's the thing, that's the thing, about FBI. They don't fucking have sides. They have the law. That's it. If you break the law, they don't like you.
I think there's a couple agencies like that. FBI, 1. U.S. Marshals, 2. The DNC, which is Drug and Narcotics Teams, the federal level, because they don't care about the small shit. They do not care. They don't.
No, they don't. No.
They want the big picture.
No, yeah.
Like, hey, if this whole area got this amount of coke and we had this many individuals arrested for the same substance, that means it all came from one spot. Where'd it come from?
That's true.
But that's why I'm saying, I think that instead of arresting that, like I said, that, small town girl that went to the city and ended up with a little packy of freaking Colombian Bam Bam, instead of arresting her and throwing her in the pen for 15 years, send her to the rehab. Send her to the rehab. Say, hey, look, it's free. We're going to send you to rehab for 6 months. That way, you can, unhook yourself from this. But then an investigator can go, okay, this person, however many people got arrested with the same drug. You'd send it to the lab. It all comes back the exact same way. And they can go, okay, so all of this came from one source. Where's the source? We want to know where the source is.
Right. Yeah.
That means less people in jail, and you're more likely to actually take care and get the real crime bosses here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. A girl that gets caught with half an ounce of cocaine is not a crime boss. Sorry. No. Somebody you find with, 2 or 3 pounds of pot is not a crime boss. Sorry.
That's just a normal stoner, bro. No.
But it's factual. I mean, that's not a crime boss.
No,
a crime boss is kilos of this shit daily. Hundreds of kilos.
And someone,
daily.
and someone that's like, and like they get the little people all the time. They don't they always focus on the little people, always. I think there's a big mystery behind drugs that we will always be questioned about. For sure, we'll always question about what's really going on behind the scenes, and I don't know if we'll ever get the answer. I hope we do, but it's a far-fetched hope. Do you know what I mean?
Far-fetched.
I think that one day we might, but
no.
You say no? No.
That actually brings me out to my next conspiracy theory for that.
Oh, okay. What's your conspiracy theory?
The moon landing.
Bro.
Real, fake.
Fake as fuck, dude. The moon landing was fake, bro. The moon landing was fake. 100% fake. 100% fake. I almost don't even believe in outer space, bro. Okay? No, I'm joking. I do believe in outer space to an extent, okay? No, like, straight up, that moon landing was faked, and like, it makes me question a lot of other stuff too, when you talk about the moon landing, because it's so fucking fake, bro. It's beyond fake. Okay, so what do you think? Please don't tell me
I think
you're
it's fake.
okay. I'll be like, don't tell me you're like, I'm a true believer.
No, so here's a couple reasons why I think it's fake, right? For instance, they say that the moon landing was real, the flag was left, right?
Right.
We have telescopes that can zoom in on the actual ground level of the moon.
Right.
We can see the dust rise and fall on the moon,
Right.
but yet we can't see the flag.
Here's a big one too. We went to the moon, right? Right? But yet we don't have the technology to go back. Make it make sense. It burned up. All the technology burned up to go to the moon. We're in 2023 basically, and you're telling me that you can't go to the moon now? Like, you're wanting to go to Mars, okay? This is all talk about going to Mars for years, but we haven't even went back to the moon. You know what I mean?
Here's a fun fact.
I don't think they can fake it again. I think that's what it is. I don't think they can fake it again. I think they know that we're getting way too smart for them.
I think it's because they know as a society we're so technologically advanced we can see through the loophole.
Oh yeah. If they try to fake it now, it would be impossible.
No, it'd be hostile. I mean, hostile media fucking rip apart.
Oh my god, dude! Like, there would be no way for to fake it, and I think that there would, bro. If the moon landing ended up being real, that would be dope. That would be really cool. But there's too many things, especially us seeing the actual moon landing. Okay, for one, the biggest one. There's no air in space. Okay, the fucking flag was moving. Like, that was just it. It was flowing in the air. There's no fucking air in space. Like,
well that's one. Two, because some people have staked the claim that, hey, look, the flag was moving because the space shuttle was landed so close to the flag that the pull was making the flag move. Okay, argue that one, fine. But here's my question, right? So here's one of my big questions too. Is if the moon landing was real, right, if you actually look at time versus retrieval of video and photograph evidence, it doesn't match. There is no way in hell that they could video Neil Armstrong jumping and placing that flag and get immediate feedback back to the station when it takes days, okay, hours to days, to video review a picture of the Earth from a satellite back to a space station.
Yeah. And I think, okay, and like, chat has, I just looked over at chat, and sorry, I haven't been paying attention to chat, but chat has a good point. How would they justify the cost of going to the moon? Yeah, I mean, I think they wouldn't care, though. You know what I mean? Like, I would hope they would care how we would feel about them going to, because, like, it would be a waste of fucking money to go to the moon or Mars. I think it's a waste of money to go to space. There's no point. We haven't even discovered half of our globe. Like, come on. I'd rather discover where we're living at and what's on our planet before discovering what's out there. If anything out there is going to affect me, then it'll come naturally. You know what I mean? Like, that's just it. Asteroids are going to happen. If I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I care about space. I love space. It's cool. The pictures we see are cool. The stories we hear about space are cool. But but it's a lot more interesting knowing about what's going on in our own planet. You know what I mean?
Well, we successfully explored 7% of our own ocean.
That's it. Like, that's it. And that's the thing that goes back to how we were able to supposedly go to the moon, but we've only been able to go 7% of our ocean. When you had to go to the moon, you have to have like such a like great structured, metal capsule to not break in the impact of going so fucking fast you catch on fire. You know what I mean? And
Well, I can understand that one. But now here's my question too, right? So we about what was I think it was 2006 is whenever we successfully actually got a working space station in our atmosphere above level, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay, a space station. Now, I believe we got space stations up there. Obviously, we know we got satellites up there. We know that for fact, right? Those
Right.
those are factual statements that we know, right? But now here's the thing: when you get out that far, the atmospheric pressure changes completely. You're in a vacuum.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, the pressure of the atmosphere is like beyond.
So if we can go that far into space,
Why can't we go
and
that far into the ocean?
why can't we go that far in the ocean?
Exactly. And like and that's the thing, like if all this is real, if this is all real, then how come we can only explore so much like of our ocean? But and how did we go to the moon if we can't make like that's their excuse. We can't go to the deeps of the ocean. We but you could go to the moon. Make it make sense. You know what I mean? Make it make sense. Like and let me see this. Let me see the math on it. If the ocean pressure is greater than the space pressure, okay, all right. But has it been proven? No. So in my opinion, since it hasn't been proven, then why haven't we went to the depths of the ocean? The bottom of the ocean. See what the hell is down there. Like, what if there's like actually a lost Atlantis? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like,
Well, I
it,
Bermuda Triangle. That's a whole different story for another day.
oh yeah, and see, like, but like, if we went to the moon, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions, and there's no answers to them. No answers. It's just all they claim is we can't go back to the moon because we don't have the technology for it. That's it.
And on top, tell me this one too, right? So here's a really good one for you. If it was not fate, why was the astronauts and all of NASA command sworn to secrecy after it happened?
True. Like, what are you trying to hide? What are you trying to keep secret? You know what I mean? Like, what? Why can't they talk about it?
Right. Why is everyone sworn to secrecy? But that's just like Russia. I don't think Russia actually got there.
Oh no, no. I don't think anyone's been to the moon yet. I think that if anyone's been to the moon, I don't think it's anyone that we know that has been to the moon. You know what I mean? And I like, it just
There was a movie of a farmer who built a rocket ship and went to the moon. He's the only guy that made it. Sorry, guys.
Wait, what'd you say? Wait, what now?
There's a movie. I'll have to look it up because I can't remember the name to save my life. But there was a movie of a farmer who built a rocket ship and went to the moon in the movie. And he's probably the only guy who's ever actually made it.
Yeah. See, I think that we could actually go, but
Oh, I think we have all the technology able to go.
but I
Because
think I think that the lie is so big now that they can't go back. You know what I mean?
oh, 100%. I mean, because think about it like this: we just talked 2 weeks ago about them actually freezing people, freezing things to be able to bring them back to life. We've actually discovered and have successfully tested, cryostabilization. So, I mean, we have the technology. No one can say we don't.
Yeah.
The problem is the lie is so big now that why would you? Because if you, again, just like we said, if you tried to fake it now, holy shit, the media would tear this place apart. They would absolutely destroy them.
Chat said the closest that farmer got to the moon was moonshine. That's on point tonight.
I'll have to look up what the movie is, but there was I remember watching it. I think it was made in the late '90s, but I'll have to look it up. But like I said, there was a movie about a farmer who dreamed of going to space and built a rocket ship and went to the moon.
Yeah, I think that the moon landing was fake, and I think that we have technology more advanced than we know. Like, okay, so this is so like I think okay, so you know Area 51. Do you believe that we have some fucking crazy shit up in that bitch?
Oh, I think Poseidon's locked up over there.
I think okay, so like I think that if with Area 51, I feel like our own government doesn't even have control of it.
Actually, I think Area 51.
I think our
Fun
government
fact,
knows about what's really going on there, obviously, but I don't think they have any control.
I actually think they do. Everyone for years has seen it as an extraterrestrial landing site, blah blah blah, etc., right?
Right.
So look back in history, okay? When our famous German Albert Einstein was actually testing nuclear devices, where was he?
Oh, I don't even. I can't.
He was in the Area 51 is now. He was in
Yeah.
the same vicinity.
Okay.
So I think it could be one of two things. One, I think it could be a radiated area, and the reason the government keeps it closed off is so that way no one's exposed to radiation. Because think about it. It takes up to 50 to 75 years for radiation to get out of the soil.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the thing is I could see that's plausible.
Yeah.
They don't want one there so that way no one gets radiation poisoning. I can see that on the side of our government caring about us. Is it factual? No.
Is it factual? No. No.
But
Our government actually caring about us? What, Chase? Like, you speak of these.
Actually,
what?
I think it's extraterrestrial at all. I actually think Area 51 is a weapons testing site where the United States government actually tests all its weapon systems. I think it holds and houses some of the most advanced weapon systems known to man, which is why no one wants, the government doesn't want anyone there, so that way they can't expose the type of actual weaponry that they have.
Okay. I mean, that is a deep one. That's a deep one.
I mean, you think about it. Could it be extraterrestrial? Yeah, sure, I could see it. I believe in aliens. I 100% believe it. But I think it would make more sense if it was a weapons testing site harnessing some of the greatest power that the United States has to offer when it comes to weaponry systems. And think about it. If anyone saw that stuff, if anyone saw it, they would post it all over the media, and then every other nation would know what we have underneath our belt when it came to weapon systems. As a war tactical mind, you can't do that. You can't allow the enemy to know what type of weaponry you have on a vast scale, because then they can create a countermeasure.
Makes sense.
Or create their own. We did that, and it would make a little bit more sense to that, because think about it. When we created the nuke, when we created the atomic bomb, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone created them. Everyone. That's how world powers became world powers.
Yeah.
World power isn't about how many people you got under your belt. It's how many nukes you can throw at somebody.
Oh, yeah. Now, for sure.
So think about it. What if, and just think about it like this. I might get arrested by the FBI for saying it. Whatever. It is what it is. But what if we actually created a way to be able to stop a nuke?
Dude, I wonder.
Think about it. If we had that type of power, if a nuke was launched, we could just take it out. And I know everyone's going to say, oh, we have the laser guidance system that would protect us if it came over the ocean. Yeah, I get that. I got it. But what would happen if someone got into, say, Colombia, Mexico, up in Canada and launched a nuke? Our guidance system and laser system would have zero power to be able to stop it at that point. But now, what if you made a rifle that you could snipe one out of the air?
That'd be fucking crazy.
I mean, what
But
if
you
you
would have to be fast enough, bro. You would have to be fast enough.
But think about it. What if it was such a wave or such a mass or such a grade scale that if you shot this thing, it was almost like a quote unquote net that stopped it? At that point, it wouldn't come to speed. It would come to knowing the coordinates and being able to shoot in the right direction.
Fair enough. Now that would be a device that would.
But here's the thing. Why would you want anyone else knowing about it?
I mean, you wouldn't.
Exactly. I think it's a weapons testing system or site. I think it's a weapons testing site
I mean,
full of some of the most unknown weaponry that no one can fathom.
Maybe. I think that Area 51 could be where global leaders meet up as well.
I can see that, but
I think that, like, in reality, I don't think that I think that, yeah, of course, certain countries don't like each other. Of course, there's a war right now, Ukraine, Russia. But I think that in the gist of it, I think that all of the countries, world leaders, all countries, I think we all talk. I think all of us. I think every single one of us. All the ones that we don't like, the ones we do. Allies to the enemies. I think we all talk. And I think that there's definitely more going on than we know for sure with the whole government and what's going on, especially now, because there's so much shit that's going on that's insane that it's honestly crazy, man. I don't know. I think that I think they talk more than we think, for sure.
But I just don't think that's what Area 51 is.
I mean, I think it could be for sure a weapons place to test weapons, but I think that's a safe haven for other stuff as well. I think it's so guarded and so well guarded for multiple reasons.
Well, I mean that walks into the again the weapons testing ordeal because I mean think about it. You don't want anyone getting in there. You don't want anyone being anywhere around it.
Right.
Because if you're testing a weapon, I mean think about it. That thing could go off for miles.
Oh yeah.
You never know.
Never know.
So, but and then if you look at the skeptical of the extraterrestrial side, obviously you wouldn't want anyone knowing about that because that would just prove everybody true.
Right. No, yeah.
What if it was extraterrestrial and it landed here and we were able to harness their energy or their power source and we're making weapons based off of their technology?
See, now that would be fucked. Because, like, then it would be into the question of, are we working with the aliens, right? Or are we working against the aliens?
But well, think about it like this: if it landed here and we have that type of source of power, if we learn how to harness it, we would have ultimate weaponry.
True.
So I can see it being a little bit of both extraterrestrial weaponry advancement, but I still think it comes down to the fact that I think it's a weapon creation and testing station. I really do.
Makes sense. I could see it. I think that it's used for more multiple things. I think it's used for.
I can see that. I can honestly see your stature in that.
I can.
I mean, really?
I think that, like, it's used for that, but I think that Area 51 is a lot bigger as well too than we know of. I think there's a lot of underground stuff.
Oh, 100%. 100%. What if it's like Resident Evil style?
Oh my
Think about it.
god, dude, that would be fucking
Hive.
insane.
It's the hive.
Oh my god, that would be insane.
Hey,
Wait. No, we good?
no. Oh, bring it back, bring it back. Yeah, nope. We unfocused.
What about now?
Yep, there we go. We're good.
Okay. Man, the
But
tangent,
yeah,
the tangent. We can keep going with this, honestly. And it all started with the moon landing.
Area 51 to ocean exploration to Area 51
to the moon landing being fake. You know,
yeah,
the conspiracy theories
over the Bermuda Triangle. Don't worry.
Yeah, dude, that's a whole nother conspiracy theory for sure.
That's a whole episode.
That is. I mean, that one is for sure gonna be one. I do have an announcement for chat though, and for you, Chase. Okay. So, I've been strong.
You and Caleb are getting married, and y'all are expecting a baby.
No. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I want to do a Drunken Idiots roast, where me and you sit in the chair. Where me and you sit in the chair, and we get roasted.
I'm in.
And I think we should do it for our 2 years.
I'm in
for the 2-year anniversary. I'm thinking about doing a roast, and I got to get as many people as I can in here. You know, all the community, everyone in here as much as possible to roast us. Like not everybody. Like I have my picks that I want on there for sure. My main picks, but I definitely want community on there to come on there, roast us, have a good time, have a couple drinks, just roast the fuck out of us the whole time.
I'm in 100%.
And I'm thinking about doing a roast. Thinking about doing a segment of the roast, like doing the whole roast, but like doing like different kinds of, like, you know, doing at first, you know, you have to come up with different jokes, right? Of each round. Like we'll do like say like 4 rounds or something, and like the first round we'll do like roast us with a bad dad joke.
Little complicated,
but it would make sense.
I like where you're going.
It would make sense. I don't know if I want to do it, but I want it all to revolve around drunken idiots. You know what I mean? Not just them roasting us too. Like that, you know, they're gonna roast us, but like, you know, I want some like
shitty beer. Chase, your beer is shittier.
No, dude, I think it's gonna get a lot worse.
Chase, you're fucking fat.
Jordan, you're skinny. Stop it. Yeah. Chase, you're not fat. You're not fat.
Oh, no, not a little Buddha belly.
Let me see those titties. But no, guys, it's coming up on the end of the year, man. It's crazy. It's coming up on the end of the year, and 2022 has just been magnificent for Drunken Idiots. I mean, magnificent. And I can't ask for a better year, but 2023 is the year. I don't think you guys understand it. It's fucking not like there ain't no shits and giggles about it. I promise you.
I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of giggles. There's gonna be a lot of shit.
There's gonna be a lot of shits and there's gonna be a lot of giggles, yes. But like when I mean like it's gonna be if content wise with Drunken Idiots is gonna be great, and other content will be coming out, which will be great as well. So you guys are gonna get a lot of content, especially the people that are part of the community of before Drunken Idiots. You know, which I know there's people out there that have watched my other channels. I know of them personally, and I talk to some every now and then. They don't always show up on the show, but they watch. So we hear you guys here as the Drunken Idiots community. There's gonna be a lot of content coming out 2023, a lot more stuff and more dedication, and we're gonna just give you guys as much as possible, and I hope that our hard work is being seen. Or but I think this is a good time to wrap this one up. What do you think, Chase?
Yeah, man.
Chase, do you have another beer around you?
I've got the one that's about half full. I can't chug deep. I mean, because
you
I
can't.
know I'll cough.
Oh yeah, you can't chug. I forgot. All right.
I was about to say, I know for a fact I'll cough the shit up, man.
Congrats, guys. 2023, let's go. Thank you. 2023 is gonna be a good one. I'm gonna right now. I think this year we've had this year we've gained way over I think 20k views this year alone. So way over 20k, I'm pretty sure, but we'll see. We're gonna put out the stats. There's gonna be a good episode coming out. There's gonna be good things coming out. There's gonna be a lot of things. I can't wait. I honestly, I just can't. I can't wait. Honestly, all the things that's good. I don't know. I'm so giddy about it. I love doing this. This is so fun to me, and I love doing content. And I can't wait to do more and give you guys more of our brains to pick and my brain to pick too, because I have a lot of things going on in this noggin of mine. I don't know about Chase over there. He seems pretty cavemanish right now.
Sorry.
No, I'm just messing with you. But no, Chase, this was a great episode. This is the 61 episodes down. 61st. How the fuck you ever say that, dude? I couldn't. 61st episode down in the books. And when we're here 100 episodes from now at 161st episode, we're gonna be like, bro, sheesh. That's all I'm gonna do is sheesh. Good times, man. Good memories. And guys, we'll see you again next Friday. We loved you. We loved you. We love you. And we love you guys being here, and you guys are a great family, and thank you for being on this journey, and thank you for growing the family. Love you all. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Cheers.
Cheers,
have a
boys.
good weekend. Cheers. How dare you! We are all at a place where we could just pass out.
Is it Roblox? Is it like, oh man, he the whole service goes up in here.
Like, cheers. Have a great rest of your night.
This podcast brought to you by Shame and Regret.
How dare you! We are all at a place where we could just pass out.
Is it Roblox? Is it like, oh man, he the whole service goes up in here.
Like, cheers. Have a great rest of your night.
This podcast brought to you by Shame and Regret.